Hey y'all, it's me Alex. Today I have my setting spray showdown. I'm going to try out 4 different setting sprays for 4 days straight. I decided to do this because I have gotten on a different kind of skincare routine that's actually been really good for my skin, but that does mean that my skin has been less oily, so I don't quite know how to make my makeup routine work with that. So I have 4 different setting sprays that I bought. Some I already own, some I'm trying out for the first time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my makeup the exact same way except for my lip color, because I want to change that up so I can have some semblance of doing things different. But I'm going to do the rest of my makeup the exact same way for 4 days, and I'm going to try out 4 different setting sprays just to see how that works. Also, I'm going to apologize for my voice today just because I'm still working on getting over being sick. But anyway, let's just get started. So I'm just going to pull you in for a close-up on day 1 so that you can just kind of see how I'm going to be doing my makeup. I'm not going to do a tutorial on this every single day. So first on my face, I'm going to start off with my NYX Angel Veil Primer. And I'm gonna color correct my under eyes with this e.l.f. concealer. It's in corrective yellow. For my foundation, I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Oil-Free SPF 15 foundation in Porcelain, and I'm going to use it on an EcoTools Custom Coverage Buffing brush. And under my eyes, I'm going to use this NYX HD Liquid Concealer in 02 Fair. I'm going to just set my face a little bit before I do my highlighter and bronzer and all that with this NYX HD setting powder on a Real Techniques powder brush. And I'm just going to lightly set it. For bronzer, I'm going to use my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer on an e.l.f. Professional blush brush. For my highlight, I'm going to take this shade from my NYX Strobe of Genius palette on a Real Techniques setting brush and just apply that to my cheekbones. And as a blush, I'm going to use this Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in Rose Champagne, or Rose Champagne, I don't know. Now to go up to eyes, I'm going to use this NYX HD eyeshadow primer. Okay, in my crease, I'm going to take Hot Chocolate from my Anastasia Self-Made palette. On my lid, I will use Hot and Cold. I'll use Buttery on my brow bone. And I'll take Treasure on my inner corner. And I'm gonna go back with Hot Chocolate along the lower lash line. On my waterline, I'm going to use my NYX Retractable Eye Pencil in black. And I'm going to do some wing liner using my Kat Von D ink liner in Trooper. And I'm going to curl my lashes. And apply my Urban Decay Perversion mascara. And I'm gonna use the Essence Make Me Brow in Blondie Brows on my eyebrows. And on my lips for today, I'm gonna use this Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick in Bissell, and just because I wanted to wear red today. And I also just really like this red. So the setting spray I'm going to use for today, I have used once, maybe twice. I'm going to use my NYX Dewy Finish setting spray, but first I'm going to zoom you in just so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so as you can see all the dry skin on the end of my nose. Blame that on the fact that I have been blowing my nose like every second for the last 4 days. You can see just like where it's cakey and where it's not. So we're going to see what effect this will have. Let's see what claims it has. It said long-lasting. It says a lightweight water-based setting spray that keeps your makeup looking dewy and amazing through any kind of weather. So that is what my face looks like. It's still drying. I've noticed that this one does take kind of a while to dry. But I do think like it definitely does give like a dewy-ish finish, which I don't entirely mind, especially since my skin's been drier. I think that could be really good for it. And like in the areas like right around here, it does like actually make my makeup feel like more like it's set into my skin, and it doesn't feel like it's like I can just like wipe it off my face like I often can whenever like I get that dewy look, you know? So yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna go throughout the rest of the day and I'm gonna do a few check-ins. I won't be able to like make my routine the exact same every single day because I do different things on a daily basis, but it's about 10:45 right now. I'm also going to try to like do some sort of like workout every single day so you can generally see like if it'll last through that too. My timeline won't be the same, but yeah, I'll just check back in with you in a few hours. I also have a favorites video to film. Okay, so it's like 3:49. I'm going to give you a face update. True to its word, my skin is looking very dewy, which I don't entirely mind. You can see that it like is looking like dewy and shiny and all of that stuff, and maybe I look a little bit sweaty like on the end of my nose, but otherwise like on my cheekbones, I feel as though that looks good. It doesn't appear to me that like my foundation is separating, which is my main concern because that's really what's been happening to me recently. So yeah, I think that's really good. Okay, sorry for the horrible lighting. It's about 5:40-ish and I'm in a public restroom because I'm getting ready for my evening fitness class. Let's see if there is any way that the light will work. No, okay, this is gonna suck. So this side is still looking pretty good. This side, I don't know why, but like it looks worse in person. Like you can see the pores a bit more on this side. I feel like it looks kind of like glittery Swiss cheese a little bit. And you can see that like the foundation is like gone from my nose. I will note that my skin just feels really nice. But you can also see where my eyeshadow is creasing. So I feel as though like the setting spray is really good. Just like it looks nice when you first put it on, but it's not something that's necessarily like meant to last if you have combo oily skin. But I'm gonna see how this lasts through my workout. Okay, so this is what my face looks like right now. So my makeup is gone completely from my nose, like it's really not there, and I'm sweaty as heck, and I am going to do like one final check-in like back in my dorm where I officially review everything. I guess it works with the dewy finish, but yeah, we'll give a final check-in. Okay, so this is gonna be my final check-in for the day just because it just worked out. I feel kind of gross and I think I have a pretty good idea of what everything like has been doing throughout the day. It is 7:19 right now. My observation, as you can see, like the makeup isn't really there on my nose anymore. My face doesn't look bad, but that's the one place where it's really missing. So I don't think that this is exactly the best to like last all day if you have combo oily skin. Pardon my hair. Again, this is sweat. I just worked out. Sorry, I'm disgusting. There are a couple pros to this. I really did like how it made my skin feel after I first put it on. It just made me feel like my makeup was one with my skin. Like it had all just like melded together, and I also really like the finish of it when I first put it on and for the first couple hours. I just don't think that this is one that's meant to last for a long time. So if you have like an evening event and you have combo oily skin and you just want like a nice dewy finish and you'll only be wearing it for like maybe about 4-ish hours, I think this is really good. But if it's something that you want to last all day, not so much. So I will see you tomorrow. Okay, I am back for day 2 of my setting spray Showdown. I'm feeling a bit better than yesterday. Today I'm going to use my Urban Decay All-Nighter setting spray, which I've transferred into this little bottle. There is some stuff left that I am going to get out of here for this one. I had to transfer it into this bottle because what I had in my other one, just like the spritzer wasn't working. So I got this thing and I'm gonna spray it on my face. As you can see, everything on my face is the same as yesterday, except as I said, I have changed my lipstick. Today I'm wearing my NYX matte lipstick in Up the Base, just because it's cute and it's rainy out, so I wanted something to match that. We are going to spritz this on my face and see what happens. Okay, so this is one that I have used before, but I will zoom you in and we can see what that does to my face. It feels like things have set into my skin pretty well. It doesn't seem like it's necessarily like removed any of my makeup. Yeah, I think that's all that I can really, you know, do for her right now. So it is about 10:30-ish and I will check in with y'all soon. It's like 6 o'clock and I haven't had a chance to do any sort of check-ins. So main thing, my skin is just looking dry on my nose. Sorry, I just did the pig nose thing. Like otherwise my makeup is holding up very nicely. I can feel it becoming oily on my cheekbones and forehead. But yeah, Tuesdays are my long days, so I won't be able to do another check-in for like 5 more hours. So yeah. So it's like 9:55 at night. I'm noticing that it's just like really breaking apart around my nose and like here. I'm getting ready to work out just like some dorm room exercises because it's 9:55 at night, so like no place is open, but I still want to like exercise and also give you that wear test. So I'm gonna do that and then I'll sit down for a final thing. Okay, it's about 11:30 at night. This is what my face looks like now. I don't feel like doing an entire sit down thing right now because it's 11:30 at night. Why would I want to do that? But I can see like it's just broken up on my nose and right around here still. Like working out didn't seem to make that much of a difference on my face. Granted, I didn't sweat as much as I do in a workout class because like motivation on your own is different than motivation in a group, but I should shut up right now. So I think the all-nighter setting spray did do like better than the NYX dewy finish. Well, it did leave my skin feeling a little bit oily, but it did a pretty good job of like keeping my makeup generally in place. So I will see you tomorrow. Okay, I'm back here for day 3. Makeup's the same, but I'm wearing the Too Faced Melted Liquefied Longwear lipsticks in Melted Candy because that's a really freaking long name. Today I'm gonna be testing out the Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray. That was the French side I showed y'all. The Wet n Wild Photo Focus Vaporisateur de Fixation. So first of all, there is one thing that I don't understand about the packaging. It's like this. Why is there like a dial around the top, I don't feel like that does anything. Like, it's not connected to any of this part or anything. Like, do you want to be able to like measure the circumference of your lid? But that's a side note. I should put this on my face. Here we go. Okay, you kind of have to work for it. Okay, let's zoom in and see what that looks like. Okay, it's looking pretty decent. It doesn't feel much more set than my makeup was earlier, but I guess we'll just see how that goes. It's 10:35 and I will take you along the rest of the day. Okay, so it's about 3 p.m. and this one is becoming a surprising favorite. You know, like, it's the cheapest, so I didn't expect a whole lot out of the Wet n Wild setting spray. So you can just see it, so breaking up a little bit around the tip of my nose, and I think that I'm really starting to think that like my nose just doesn't want foundation to exist on it this week. But otherwise, things are going well on my face. I haven't worked out yet today, so that'll be the real test for it, but this is really good. Okay, so I'm gonna do an awkward check-in right now before I get to working out. My face has not changed much since my last check-in. It's almost 6 o'clock. I'm about to do a kickboxing class for the first time, which scares me. So we'll see how this holds up. But I'm surprisingly liking this Wet n Wild setting spray more than I've liked the other one, so that's good. Okay, it's a little after 6:30. I was only able to make it through half of a kickboxing section, just because I feel like I'm gonna pass out right now. Honestly, surprisingly, my makeup has held up through my sweat like extremely well. To me, it doesn't look worse than it did before, which is really great because this is the cheapest setting spray out of all of the ones I'm trying. I'm going to wait for Casey and then we're gonna go grocery shopping and I'm gonna go to Michael's and then I'll do a final check-in so that I can shower and get out of all of my sweaty grossness. Okay, so final check-in time. It is about 8:10. I am thoroughly impressed with what this has done to my face today. My face still looks extremely good after I worked out and everything, but like, it's still breaking up a little bit on my nose, but not nearly as much as it has done for the last couple days. I'm impressed because this, like, out of all of the ones that I'm trying, this one is the cheapest. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow to finish up my setting spray showdown. I'm back here for day 4, and today I'm gonna be working with my Kat Von D Lock-It Makeup Setting Mist. I've never tried this before. This was $14 for this tiny little thing. I have high hopes for it because Kat Von D, everything she makes, I absolutely love. It always works very well for my skin type because it, like, everything she makes just like lasts forever on my face. So I'm hoping maybe this will make my makeup last forever. As you can see, my makeup's the exact same as it has been. My lipstick is Kat Von D Lolita. And anyway, let's just give this a shot. Ooh, ooh, that is a very fine mist. I don't know how much this is. It doesn't feel like really runny like the others. Like the others didn't do like a giant spray. This one is just very fine and went into my face very well. Let's zoom in and see what it did. Okay, it basically just leaves my makeup like looking the same as it had before, which I don't entirely mind. It just, you know, it just feels a bit more set down. So yeah, it is 8:32 in the morning. Today's gonna be a long day, so I'll see you in the next clip. Okay, so it's about 5 o'clock. I haven't had a chance to do any sort of check-ins throughout the day because I've been working all day. I apologize, but just to check in, my skin is looking about the same as it did this morning. Like, you can kind of see where it's breaking apart right there though, but I can't tell if that was there this morning or not. I haven't really looked at how it's progressed throughout the day. My face still looks nice though, so my day's going until like 11 o'clock at night, so we're gonna see how all of this works. Okay, so it's 9:51 at night. My day is still not complete. I have not had a chance to work out at all today, and I will not, so this makes this wear test different from all of the other days, but I think wearing it for an extended period of time also does tell me more, you know? Basically, I'm noticing, again, shininess on my nose and my cheekbones, but I think my foundation is still very much intact, so I think the Kat Von D one is holding up pretty nicely. I think I might put it in second place after the Wet n Wild one, but I'm gonna do a check-in once I get in at like 11:30 at night and do like my full-on review, so I'll see you then. Okay, it's 11:30 at night. I'm almost done. So, I like this spray. I still really like the Wet n Wild one the most. I think in my rankings it would be Wet n Wild, Kat Von D, Urban Decay, and then NYX. I feel really bad putting NYX at the bottom because I loved the finish that it gave me when I initially had it. It just really didn't last. I feel as though that one would probably work a lot better for me during the winter when I have more dry skin. The Urban Decay All Nighter is decent. It does the job, but it's also like expensive and it's a high-end one, so like I might use it sometimes, but it's not the greatest thing I've ever tried. Same with the Kat Von D one, but I feel as though the Kat Von D one does a little bit better than the Urban Decay one, and I'm putting the Wet n Wild one at the top, obviously, which I was so shocked about because I know that entire like photo focus line is like, I've heard a lot of good reviews of it from people with dry skin, so I really thought that that wouldn't work for me. Like I knew the foundation was meant for dry skin, and so I assumed like everything else in there was, but it worked extremely well for me. And I'm really happy because it's like under $5 and that beat out like Urban Decay and Kat Von D for me. So that was like such a surprising underdog finish. So yeah, this is my setting spray showdown. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to do another one because I would be willing to do that a bit later. Filming for 4 days straight is a lot. But I would be willing to do it if there are other cruelty-free setting sprays that you would like me to try. I would totally be down for trying them. I know I want to try like the Pixie one. Maybe like one of the Smashbox ones or something. Just let me know what you'd be interested in me trying, and I will see you on my next video. I hope you'll have a wonderful day. Bye!